Welcome to the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Eric and Rob.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Friday night, here to talk about Crown Jewel. First time back in Saudi Arabia in 2 years, I think. 18 months, 2 years to WWE. I'm your host, DaReal Big E. My co-host, Rob the Ambassador. We're both wearing our losers hats, as MJ Book alluded to before we came on here. So, how's it going?
Yeah, man. Broncos lost their fourth game in a row. They lost to the Browns last night, a beat-up Browns team. No Baker Mayfield. The starting quarterback was Case Keenum, who is a former Broncos quarterback. He sucked with us, but looked like Peyton Manning last night. But they beat us 17. Yeah.
Which Peyton?
I think I said Peyton Manning.
Yeah, I said which Peyton?
Well, probably not the Super Bowl, the most recent Super Bowl winning Peyton, because he was the defense. Okay. The defense won that Super Bowl, but we know what you meant. The real deal MVP, 50 touchdown Peyton Manning. Jesus.
Yeah.
I feel stupid because I actually picked up the running back and I forgot to put him in, and he went off, of course.
Ouch.
Oh, 20, you picked up Dearness Johnson?
Yeah, two touchdowns, like 146 yards and a touchdown, 22 points.
That was a wasted pickup.
On the bench.
Yeah, I actually wanted to pick him up because in our family league, this bye week is terrible for me. I've got about 6 players on a bye, and I needed a running back, but I just stuck with Javonte Williams. I did not want to pick up an opposing running back. Javonte Williams was one of the bright spots for the Broncos. He did get me a touchdown, so he got me 11 points, which is decent.
I mean, it's good for a running back, but when you pick somebody up and they score 22 and they're on your bench, that hurts. I mean, I'm still hurting. It's just one of those things, I guess. Anyway. Of course, we are joined by the host of the Countdown podcast, MJ Book. And make sure you all check out our reactions to Halloween Kills and the Batman trailer. How's it going, sir?
Well, I'm the one that said the loser cap. So right now, my Red Sox losing bottom of the 5th against Houston, them fucking cheaters. So it's not too good, but hopefully my Braves will pull it out tomorrow because, damn it, if I don't get one of my teams in the World Series this year, I'm going to be pissed. I may need more of this.
Yeah, well, it's only the bottom of the 5th. It's not over till it's over. But we're here to talk about Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel, pay-per-view that Rob and I agreed we were looking forward to. And, man, I dare say, not to get ahead of ourselves, but I dare say this might have been the best WWE show of the year. Just put it out there right away.
You know what? I'm in agreement. Even though I was looking forward to it on paper, I wasn't sure that it would deliver, but it did.
Yeah, it did. I mean, overall, maybe you're right. Maybe they kind of picked up on the fact that people were starting to notice a lot of these Saudi Arabia shows are thrown together last minute. The feuds don't mean anything. It's just the royalty over there wants big names and big matches. Let's just throw these people on here. Don't really affect the storylines back in the States. Some do, some don't, but whatever. But this one felt like it mattered. Even the match on the kickoff felt like it really mattered. When we got the Usos versus the Hurt Business, and I really enjoyed this match for a kickoff match. I mean, this was if this was going to set the tone for the night, this was a great start. Usos hardly ever disappoint. It was good. It's always, I think we all here are fans of Shelton and maybe even Cedric. Cedric, I think, just never really accomplished anything on his own. So that's kind of why we maybe just don't have any affection for him. But we all know Shelton came in with Brock Lesnar. He was Brock Lesnar's tag team partner. He trained Brock Lesnar in college. There's a lot of history with Shelton, and he also worked with Kurt Angle. So, all that history. But anyway, great match. This is better than 90% of kickoff matches we get on regular American pay-per-views. So I gave this pay-per-view worthy. I thought it was great. Great way to kick it off. Usos do win, as they should. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Rob?
Yeah, I went pay-per-view worthy as well. Actually, I forgot our newer system, and I actually put letter grades for my matches, but I'll just transfer them over. But definitely pay-per-view worthy. Good way to start. All four of these guys I know can go. So I expected it to be good. My only question was, were they going to treat this like a house show, or were they really going to bring it? And they brought it. And I thought it was a good match, pay-per-view worthy.
Well, I neglected to mention this since this is my first crown jewel, because I've avoided these pay-per-views like a plague because I just didn't feel they were right to watch. But somebody out there, and they know who they are, wanted me to watch this. So as far as this match, my prediction was I predicted the Usos would win, so no shock there. We all knew they're going to win this. As far as the match, I'm sorry, but I gave it middle of the road. It just kind of stayed in the middle. Shelton, I love Shelton Benjamin, but he did not look good in this match. And there was one point where he tries to do a super kick. You might want to look at it because Uso head was here. Shelton foot was like way over there. It was a bad miss. At first, I couldn't believe he missed him that bad. I mean, there was a couple of heads it took for him to actually hit it. So Shelton did not look good in the match. The match was kind of blah. Normally, I would love to see the Usos on a main card, but I'm glad they put this on a kickoff show because it was a kickoff match. So unfortunately, middle of the road.
Yeah, well, you didn't give it an F.
No, it wasn't an F.
I'm just saying, for your first Saudi show, you're coming in, you're starting off all right. I don't know about y'all, but I could not actually believe they started this pay-per-view with the match I said would steal the show, and it was Edge and Seth Rollins in the Hell in a Cell match. And I don't think I was wrong. And I gotta say too, before I get to the match, this crowd was electric the whole night through. They were electric, and it made this match even that much better. I gotta say, we said something when we did the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. We talked about it. The Hell in a Cell matches. This is actually the 50th ever Hell in a Cell match, and they kind of have run their course. I mean, it's not like a lot of things you can do inside the cell that we haven't already seen, right? Well, I feel like these two were able to do stuff we hadn't seen. For instance, when Edge knocked Seth Rollins off the turnbuckle and Seth flew into the cage and then fell into the table, like, whoa. Like, he ricocheted right through the table. And that table exploded too. Like, it wasn't like a soft landing either. The super kick with the chain, and then he went for the curb stomp with the chain and missed. And I like how the match ended with Edge hitting his own curb stomp on the steel chair. Very well done. This match, I mean, obviously I didn't hit every point in the match. I mean, I really highly recommend people going back and checking this out. And this stole the show. I hate to say it stole the show. It was the first match on the card, so it's hard to say it stole the show, but I feel like it did. There's another match on the card. I felt like could be like 1B. To me, this is 1A as far as best match on the card. But yeah, I gave this instant classic. I thought this was great. Loved it. Bell to bell. It was the longest match on the card too, as well. But I was not bored one freaking second. And y'all know I don't get down with the Friday night idiot, or he's the Monday night messiah again. I don't know what the hell to call him anymore. But I never said he couldn't wrestle. Instant classic. Book, what did you think?
I said that this should be the match of the night, and I predicted Edge would win this match. So that was an easy prediction again. This was the match of the night, definitely. However, of their previous matches, I don't think this was the best one. This was a good match, but of their previous, I like the other ones more than this one. So unfortunately, by default, this one was kind of the worst one, which something has to be it. And unfortunately, it was this one. But it was still a very good match. It's high pay-per-view worthy. Edge obviously had to win this to set this straight. I mean, these are two of the great wrestlers, and to see Edge getting this one last run when his career had gotten taken away, it's just good to see the rated R superstar getting this last run. Some folks may want him to have a belt. I'm just enjoying seeing Edge in the ring one final time again, because it's the guy's career ended too soon. Agreed. And just to see that guy go out there and just do what he's so damn good at doing, getting reactions, making us look at him and go, ooh, ah. Very few people like Edge in this business who can constantly always, he's one of the few who always brings it. And Seth Rollins, I know you don't like the Monday Night Messiah, but he is right there in the elk of Edge. He can get you to say, ooh, ah. He makes you react. And he's a damn good wrestler. He has learned his lessons from way back in the day when he was injuring people. So high pay-per-view worthy, best match of the night. This is the one match I would love to watch again.
Well, I enjoyed this match as well. And if I had to pick one, this probably would be my favorite match of the night. But I did go superb on it. I couldn't go instant classic. To me, that's just for matches that are incredibly special. You know, I just don't want to hand those out just to any match, but this one, it was close, but it was superb, man. You talked about the spot with Seth bouncing off the cage and then crashing through the table. And then just the whole story that they were telling, you know, it was just, I mean, man, it was really, really enjoyable. I was hanging on every move. Even though I predicted Edge to win, there was a time when I thought, wow, is Seth going to pull this thing out? Both of these guys are just great at what they do. I have enjoyed this rivalry. I guess this is the last match that we're going to see between these guys. That's kind of sad because all the matches have been so great. This was no exception, and I went superb.
I think the reason I went instant classic because it's Edge. And because it's somebody that has a serious, you know, injury and came back from it. And, you know, he ain't no spring chicken. Dude's almost 50 and he's pulling off these kind of matches. I mean, I just feel like this Edge is even better than the Edge that when he retired. And that's...
He don't look 50.
No. I mean, he's
jacked.
He's in way better shape. I mean,
he
to
is
me...
jacked out of his mind.
The two oldest guys on this card were both in fantastic shape. I mean, gym-wise. I mean, I hope I look like either one of them at 50, 54, and I think Edge is like 48, something like that. But, I mean, dude, Edge, and the thing with Edge, as he can tell a story, and his facials, when Rollins was about to kick him in the head, I mean, his face, I mean, you really felt like, man, Rollins might pull this off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'm just a lot of huge amount of respect for Edge. I really, really enjoyed his return. more so lately than ever. And yeah, I agree with Book. I don't think he needs to have a championship. I just think he's just doing well. Tell these stories, have these feuds, and just have good matches. I think
he's retirement tour. He's having a great retirement tour.
I think they can learn a lot from having. I don't think that anybody would have a problem with the part-timer coming back as long as they stayed away from the belt. Just stay away from the title.
Edge is doing it right. He's doing it right.
Yeah.
Cheers to Edge.
Yeah, and how many times do we see a wrestler come back and they still got it? They're still great, or even better, like you said, than when they left. What Edge is doing is just really, really unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's rare.
It's a one-of-a-kind thing. I mean, the only other person that comes to mind is Sting. What Sting is doing in AEW.
I can think of one person who did it. He did it only in one match, but he came back amazing. And that's the Dragon himself, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. When he came back, homeboy looked amazing. He did not lose one single step in that match. And it was amazing. So Edge is in rare category.
Yeah, that's true. But Edge is, doing it on a continual basis, giving us good matches, even with Randy, with Seth.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's incredible.
It's amazing. And then, when you're on a card like this, that's first. Who the hell is so lucky to go after that? Who has to follow that shit? And, well, I think they were smart because they put on the hometown boy, Mansoor, and Mustafa Ali. And while this match didn't really, it wasn't a barn burner by any stretch of the imagination. It wasn't going to get your blood boiling unless you're from there. Maybe you're invested. The announce team did a good job of playing up Mansoor. I think they did that. But just me personally, the care factor just kind of wasn't there. And I kind of knew who was going to win the match. Mansoor, of course. But that wasn't enough. That's not even the biggest takeaway from this match. The biggest takeaway was the music. The match is over. The music hits, and Mustafa Ali attacked Mansoor, and this I don't know, masked or hooded figure starts walking out, and the whole time, and I don't know what y'all was thinking when this guy is walking down. You could tell it's a brother, or at least it looks like a brother. I'm like, is this R-Truth? Because, I mean, I know R-Truth's not that tall, so I was like, maybe it's not him, but
no, definitely not. I was thinking a certain AEW chant. Who are you?
That would have been terrible.
No, but I really thought it was Truth, and he's gonna be like 24/7 championship.
That would have made
it.
He
would do it
right
though.
There.
He would do it though.
It would make it an F.
But it ended up being, I don't want to get this guy's name wrong. Tarek Hemedi.
Congratulations.
Yeah, an Olympic silver medalist in karate. He's from Saudi Arabia, and so I mean, when he took the garb off, the crowd knew who he was. So
he was in the Olympics, I think they said.
Yeah, he was in the Olympics. He's a silver medalist. And he did the kick that got him disqualified to Mustafa, and Big Pop and him and Mansoor walk out together. I don't know. I thought it was to have to follow up Edge and Rollins. I mean, there was just no way. But I just gave it TV quality. TV quality. It was all right, whatever.
Yeah, TV quality for me. Not really invested in this match. I'm happy for Mansoor getting to get a big win in front of his home country, his hometown, actually. He was born in Riyadh, I guess. And like you, I was wondering, okay, who's this guy walking out? The crowd seemed to know who he was, and then I had to Google him. And then after hearing the history about him, I'm like, okay, I could see why the crowd would pop for it. So it was a nicer moment for the viewing audience in person than it was for me. Only TV quality for me.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Look,
Drop his first one.
don't do it. Not yet. It's too early. It's too early.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. All right.
This was so close to some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So close. I gave it middle of the road, but just barely. Like pubic hair, barely a middle of the road match. This was just stupid. I applaud. I understand doing it. Made history. First time two Muslims facing each other out there. I get it. And then it's in one person's hometown. Like y'all, I picked Mansoor to win this. This was an obvious pick to win. So the match wasn't really that impressive. And then when some random dude comes in, it's like, okay, who are you? And then it takes you 2 minutes to get to the ring. So it's like, okay, this is making me wonder, really, who the fuck are you? And can we please get this over with? And then some brother shows up. I'm like, okay, who the hell are you, bro? And then they say his name. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Don't care. Get this over with. Get out the ring. Let's move on. So this was middle of the road. This was, I think I heard you say on your prediction show, they're trying to avoid being a glorified house show. This was glorified house show. Pure and simple. It reeked of it. And because of that, it so close became some bullshit. But I'm going to be kind. And I gave it middle of the road, but very low middle of the road. I will never watch that match, though, ever again. It sucked. I'm being kind.
Yeah. I'd be hard pressed to argue that with you. This, but I mean, considering where they're at, they kind of had to do something like this. I mean, it was for the crowd. So I'm not hating on it too much.
Bad. I didn't think the work was bad.
No, it's the care factor, right? That's why
exactly.
I say
Yeah, I just didn't care.
Yeah, I don't care, and the work was just not terrible, but not nothing. Yeah, nothing that impressed. It just was blah.
Yeah,
I would put it on Raw.
It's like watching action movies nowadays. Oh, the city blew up. Yeah. So did every other fucking action movie this year. The city blew up. Like, I don't care. All right. Moving right along, we got RK Bro versus AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw tag titles. Haven't seen this one before. Look, I gotta give it to Riddle. If the guy can't do anything else, he knows how to entertain. And
thank you.
And I'm wondering what the hell is he doing? Because he leaves the rampway, and Randy's wondering the same thing. We're all like, what is he doing? This man came out riding a camel. This felt like, I mean, normally I would probably roll my eyes, but I was like, that actually works because it's him. And
totally works.
And it's like, okay, well, we know Triple H usually rides out on a motorcycle. That's his thing. We've seen Shawn Michaels rappel down, and he told both of them, hold my blunt. I'm finna go get this camel.
Hey, I don't, not too many people riding on camels. I think the last time we saw that, it was Bobby Heenan, and he did it backwards.
Yeah, so.
Oh, man. What is that, WrestleMania?
WrestleMania in Vegas, right?
Yeah. When they went, it was, I think it was 9 actually.
Yeah.
It was when they went Olympic Greek and all that stuff. When they went all Greek, when they were wearing togas and everything
and shit. Yeah.
That was JR's first WrestleMania. That was JR's first WrestleMania. Was that one?
Yeah. Well, just another TV quality match to me. I mean, we've seen this how many times? I mean, we saw it at SummerSlam. We see it it feels like we see it every Monday on Raw. So I mean, the camel was the best part of the whole thing, to be honest with you. Oh, look, Randy Orton, another phenomenal forearm into an RKO. Like, you never fucking seen this before. Okay, we have. All right, let's just TV quality. I have nothing else to say about it. Book.
I love my boy Riddle. Love my boy Riddle, and he's entertaining as can be. This match, I forgot to put that stuff up. As far as this match goes, give me a break. This was some bullshit. I've seen this match over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I just need AJ and almost a split. Just please split. Because almost I get why you're having to stick with AJ, but damn it, you're just dragging him down. And AJ needs to fly. And I'm glad RK Bro won. That was another pick I had. Again, this is 2-0 for glorified house show, because house shows, nobody loses their belts. So this was just some bullshit. And I would have rather had this match on the pre-show with the Usos, because there just was no reason for it. We'd seen it too many times. And the only entertaining part was Riddle coming out on the camel. Bullshit.
Hit something. Before you go, Rob, you just hit something. Because they did the whole draft thing, you're right. Why not do the Usos? Well, I guess because of Survivor Series. Never mind. I was thinking you could have done the Usos versus RK Bro, or
I would have rather seen that.
Yeah, but
it would have been entertaining. Series. Just something different. Just something different.
Mike's right. Some bullshit. Seen this match.
Thank you.
Seen it too many times. I don't care about it. I said on the prediction show, I'm really hoping they separate Omos and AJ so that AJ can get a singles thing going again. Also with RK Bro, I'm just waiting for the day that Randy finally RKO's Riddle just goes too far, gets on his damn nerves, and he RKO's him to hell, and they break up. I'm waiting on that too. You know, when the best thing about the match is Riddle riding in on a camel. I mean, it could have got worse than some bullshit, but I'm going to be nice and I'll stick with my grade. But this was definitely some big time bullshit.
Yeah.
I like how Randy sold it when he was walking around. That was actually kind of good too. The look on Randy's face. So there's two good things. Unfortunately, they both happened on the entryway ramp.
Yeah. Well,
am I being nice to this pay-per-view?
I feel like you're on point. You're not being.
You're on point.
You don't think you're on point?
Okay. Because I think I'm being mean.
No. We get one of the two women's matches up next for the Queen's Crown, the first ever Queen's Crown. Dewdrop, hate that name.
Versus, she needs to change her name back to Paper Niven.
Versus Zelina Vega, and I was intrigued by this match, but then once I saw the two women standing in the ring, I was like, and I picked Vega. I think Rob did too. Then I was like, how in the hell is she supposed to beat this big chick? I mean, like, the size difference is staggering how much smaller Vega is. But I gotta say, while this wasn't going to be a 5-star match type thing in any stretch of the imagination, but I thought that these two women worked well together. I think this is a common example of opposites working well. You had the bigger, I mean, I guess Vega's the heel. So you had the small heel and the larger baby face, but the contrast in styles actually worked well. And I'm sorry, when she hit that destroyer or whatever they called it in the match, that was impressive. I couldn't believe that. I mean, they hit it clean. It was flush. There was not a single botch in the match. And I think Zelina was the perfect person to win it. And I can only hope that they actually do something with her with this. But I thought it was the choice that made more sense. And Queen Dewdrop just didn't sound right. So, yep, all hail Queen Vega. It's still TV quality to me. I'm still enjoying the show. It's all been fun. Maybe with exception to the last match we talked about because we've seen it 1,000 times. But yeah, at this point, I'm still enjoying it. I'm not upset. I'm indifferent. I mean, I'm having a good time. You know, it's a good show. And obviously, I had to, mention the fact that you are in Saudi Arabia. The women in this match and the next match are not wearing their normal ring attire. They are totally covered and wearing T-shirts because that's just their culture over there.
Well, I think they're wearing them, but I think they're wearing it under the shirt.
Right, but even their arms had to be covered. If you noticed, even in the Hell in a Cell match with the referee, Jessica, I forgot her last name.
Yep.
She even had to wear long sleeves. Yeah.
Yep, I noticed.
So,
yeah, that's one of the things I don't like.
Yeah, it's their culture.
I get it.
I'm just glad that they're allowing women's matches. Okay.
Yeah, let's remember.
I get it.
Let's remember. Yeah, when they first started these pay-per-views, women weren't even allowed to wrestle. So, kudos to WWE.
They weren't allowed in the country.
For at least
they weren't allowed there.
Yeah,
they weren't allowed in the country.
Yeah, right. Right.
So it's a big step, and like I said, TV quality for me. That's what I think. Rob, go ahead.
Man, I'm going to go TV quality. I consider giving this middle of the road, but I didn't think the work was that bad. I like Doudrop and I like Zelina. I'm happy for Zelina winning. I think all of us probably got all of these predictions right on this card before we go any further. I mean, I don't think we need to keep mentioning it because, man, these matches were pretty easy to predict. But I'm glad Zelina won it. And I'm encouraged by the fact, well, I'm trying to remember. I think Zelina is back on Raw now, isn't she?
I think they said she was on SmackDown.
I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't remember.
She was on SmackDown before.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong.
Well, the point I'm trying to make is that if she's on SmackDown, I believe they will do something with her. I'm encouraged. I think they will do something with her, and this whole Queen's Crown thing will work for her. If she's on Raw, just the opposite. I think it won't work. But the match itself, I'm going to stick with TV quality, but pretty close to middle of the road for me.
First and foremost, I got to say to Doudrop, I don't know what it is about her, but damn, she looked good. I don't know what it is about Doudrop, but there's something about her that she just looked good. I just have to say it. I'm sorry. I was like, damn, Selena Vega's in there. I should be saying that about Selena more than you, Doudrop, but if I had a choice, I'd pick Doudrop over Selena Vega. Don't know why, but it's just the truth.
I wouldn't go that far, but Doudrop.
I'm sorry. There's just something about her. She is gorgeous. Okay. I went all out, pardon the pun, for this.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
You see what this is? This is a
just for
bucket.
This match?
For 20, there's 20 fireball shots in here.
Oh, boy.
And for the first time tonight.
Oh, boy.
Maybe the only time, who knows?
Yeah, I doubt that.
Oh, boy. Cheers to you.
You really didn't like the finish? I mean, I thought the finish at least was like, okay, at that the finish, it couldn't be the bottom of the barrel because of that.
No, I like the finish too.
I like the finish, but that's it. This was nothing but a motherfucking flaming goddamn son of a bitch F. What the fuck? This match sucked. I'm sorry. It sucked. And at this moment, I'm like, oh boy. Now I know why I stay away from Crown Jewel, Crown Royal, whatever the fuck I called it before. Because damn it, I think I need to be drunk.
Royal, and it was fucking hilarious.
Because you need to be drunk to watch this bullshit. This match was pathetic. It sucked. I don't know what it was. It just did not look good. I got to say something about the crowd. You said the crowd was electric, and they were, but their electricity was at times fucking annoying. Every match chanting, "This is awesome.
Okay, I will give you that.
Bullshit.
I will give you that.
Every match was.
But
Come on.
But hold on. Let me just
Come on.
play devil's advocate here just for a second. Now, we've been blessed in America where the road was brought back to us, right? The live shows. They haven't had a live show in almost 2 years, so they're just
I
overly
don't give a
joyed to have
fuck. I don't give a fuck. That was not awesome. It fucking sucked. Stop selling out and saying, this is awesome. It's not awesome. It awesomely sucked, and that was it. The match was an F. I never want to see that bullshit again. So for this match, unfortunately, fuck Dewdrop. And for this match, definitely fuck Queen Selena Vega. There's only one queen in the WWE, and her name is fucking Charlotte Flair, not your dumb little midget smurf ass.
Okay, well,
personal attacks aren't really necessary.
Well,
I don't care. This
you
pissed me off. I was pissed at this point. And my friggin' Red Sox just let another run score, so I'm fucking irritated now.
Now you're being mean. You asked earlier. Now you're being mean. But I will say they did air a whole promo, and I thought about you both. A whole promo about Charlotte Flair going to SmackDown.
That was a good promo.
I'm like, yeah, I'm sure those two are.
That was an A.
Just eating this up.
That was an instant classic.
Best in the world. If she were a man, everybody else would be agreeing.
Exactly. Perfectly in agreement.
I don't disagree. She's the best female wrestler. I just feel
no. No. Best wrestler. Period.
Well, you can't say AJ is the best in the world right now. I mean, you can't say that. He hasn't been showing it.
He ain't done shit.
He's just in a bad program.
And he ain't done shit. Right now, you can't say he is.
But meanwhile, Charlotte is lighting it up every time she's in the ring, every single time.
But you both have said it. We're just waiting for AJ to get away.
He ain't done it, though. Janet Jackson had a famous song. What have you done for me lately? He ain't done shit lately. Nothing.
We have to look. Okay, here's an example. Rihanna. She ain't put out an album in years, but everybody loves her, right? So
I just like the way she looks. I don't know nothing about her music.
I don't like her music. Yeah, society, she just looks good.
Society. I'm trying to make a point here. Putting lipstick on the pig. All right. Point is, sometimes you have to go away and not even to go away, but just, tone it down.
Right now, the only pig is AJ.
But the thing about it is, y'all both said it. Let's get AJ away from him so he can go back to being the GOAT again, right?
Well, I never said he was the GOAT. I never said that. I just said let him fly. But it's Charlotte 1,000,000 times. She is the best in the motherfucking world, hands down. It's not even close. It's not even close.
I don't know.
Kenny needs to give her a call. And I love Kenny.
If I'm being honest, while Charlotte has put on has done fantastic work, all jokes aside, I still think Lucha Bros and Young Bucks, watching them is still more entertaining than watching her. So,
but you got four. I mean, it's different. You're talking tag teams. I mean,
I'll even give you one guy. I'll give you Rey Fenix. It's still more entertaining than watching her.
No. Here's the thing.
She's up there. But I'm saying Rey Fenix is better than her.
No. Here's the thing. You're thinking wrestling. I'm thinking character overall. And Rey Fenix don't have that. I love my Young Bucks. And they don't have that. Charlotte has the total package. Everything she does is golden. No.
I'm gonna bow out. I started this whole Charlotte thing, and I think rightfully so. Like I said, the only reason people don't admit it, if she were a man and had all the skills she had, it would be unanimous. But because she's
not knocking her, I think she is great. Like I said, she's the best woman, hands down. Not even close.
Best wrestler.
Okay, we could go on.
Rob and I barely agree.
He is
but
right
we
about
agree
that.
on this.
He is right about that.
We barely agree, but we completely agree on this.
Yeah, he's right about that. But
well. All right. Well, we'll see how many of us agree on this shit.
yeah. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Well, oh boy.
Oh, here we go.
Now, if you're a loyal 3GW head, you know this is the main event when it comes to 3GW. Now, on the kickoff, they mentioned that this was not only going to be no holds barred, but it was also going to be Falls Count Anywhere. And I got nervous. I was like, oh shit. What are they going to do? Are they going to fuck this up even more? Goldberg hasn't had a good match in Saudi Arabia yet. Honestly, I took my biased hat off for this, and I just wanted to see what they were going to do. Because I like Bobby Lashley too. Always have. I actually thought they did good work. There were missteps, timing issues more than anything. But if I'm checking boxes, if we're just going by checking boxes, the match was 11 minutes. The spear and
11
jackhammer,
minutes, 44 seconds.
The spear and jackhammer were flush, and the fact that wasn't the end of the match. This is the first time I've seen him jackhammer somebody and not go for the pin. He's like, no. Like that was the theme, right? Coming into this murder. He's gonna kill Bobby Lashley. He's got to kill him. And that was the thing. And he did try. Because he put Bobby's head on them steps, and man, did he get close. I swear, Bobby, if you hadn't had good timing, boy, your head had been removed. But I gotta say, I mean, I think this was well done for considering, a guy that's 54. I mean, he always looks the part. That's not really, but I think he even looked the part more this time. I mean, I hope I have abs at 54. Dude's ripped up. And then the kendo sticks on the top of the ramp. I knew the table spot in the ring that Bobby was going to miss, and that was going to be that. But, okay. To do the kendo sticks, have the Hurt Business come out, and he did. That's the first time I've seen him do an overhead, back body drop in years, and he did it clean. Kendo stick shots to Bobby, speared Bobby off the top of the ramp, 10 feet in the air, through 3 tables for the pin. I didn't expect that at all. I thought this was just going to be honestly, I expected them to go backstage and Goldberg to hit a spear or hit him with a weapon or something and win that way. But no, I didn't think they cheapened out. I thought that while he didn't have a lot of momentum with the spear, I still thought the flight, that airtime was there. Okay, you watch it in slow motion. There's a lot of airtime, and for a 54-year-old guy to do that shit and stand up and look the way he did, I mean, is it ever gonna be match of the night? No. Is it ever gonna be a five-star match? No. But I think, and all the comments I read today, every other Goldberg match I've ever seen in the comments has all been negative, and everything I read thought this match was positive. I think a lot of people actually took time and said, okay, all right, this is the best thing you've done. You actually didn't look gassed. You held your own, and this was the right stipulation to have. This was the right way to go. And I like the commentary. I think they did a good job playing it up. Corey Graves arguing like, well, dude, your kid jumped the barrier and jumped on Bobby Lashley's back. What's he supposed to do? He's just supposed to let him jump on you. And your kid, is not small. Okay, he's a high school kid. He's a big dude. And, they're arguing, well, it's my kid. I'm going to defend my family no matter what. And that's kind of in the corner I'm in. But at the end of the day, I think this is low end, but still pay-per-view worthy to me. Just because I think this was Goldberg's best match since ever coming back. And even with Lesnar, better than even Lesnar. And I think that he had a great dance partner with Bobby. Bobby still got his licks in, and they saved face with Bobby because they showed him at the end he did get up and walk out on his own merit, so he could still carry on after this match. So, not gonna get crazy with it. It's borderline, but still, I think worth a pay-per-view match. What'd you think, Rob?
All right. Well, like you both, I'm not a big Goldberg fan from back in the day. I didn't watch WCW. So really all I've seen of Goldberg is what I've seen in WWE. Look, he's 54 years old. He walks kind of gingerly. You can tell that, you know, man, the years in the ring have taken its toll on him. But man, does the guy look
in
the
the NFL?
Yeah, plus the NFL. Yeah, you're right. But does he look the part as far as his physical appearance? Yes. So then my concern was, okay, how long is he going to be able to go? Is he going to be able to do a decent jackhammer, a decent spear? Because, you know, those are his trademark moves. Okay, well, look, for me, check those 3 boxes. The match went over 11 minutes. I think this is probably the longest Goldberg match. This might be the longest Goldberg match I've ever seen. The spears were still kind of iffy. But man, look, the jackhammer, when you're 54, I don't care. When you're 54 and you're holding a guy up Bobby's size, he didn't just hold him up. He didn't just get him up and drop him down. He held him for a second. He held him. Yeah. You know, look, I thought this was a good match. I went pay-per-view worthy. And I to me, it's not hovering near TV quality. I thought it was pay-per-view worthy. I was entertained. It was the way the match should play out when you've got 2 big physical guys and you're telling the story. It should have been knockdown, drag out, no technical wrestling, the big moves we expect from these guys. We probably got the best Goldberg that we are ever going to get. It's the best Goldberg that I have ever seen. And I don't know why Book is laughing. I'm not dissing.
Right. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the match. Pay-per-view worthy to me. Yeah. Pay-per-view.
Okay. Oh boy. The best Goldberg match. Oh dear God Almighty. Thanks, Rob, for the line of the night. All right. I'm sure the listeners are wondering my opinion of this. If, like Eric's DaReal Big E said, obviously me and Goldberg, old friends. And yeah, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Come on, man.
We said it.
Come on. Give me a fucking
zero objectivity. There's no
give me a fucking
comparison to what he's done in the past or what he's doing now. So just go ahead. I don't even worry about it.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
The
whole world said it was good at the very minimum.
Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Goldberg walking around like you're wearing a fucking diaper. I mean, come on. 2-move Goldberg shows up, does 2 moves, and leaves. No different.
He is in better shape than anybody on this podcast.
Good luck. I'm glad he's in good shape. I'll give him 2 props in this match. He's in good shape. I've never said he's not in good shape. And that jackhammer that I joke around and say, last time he was there, he did the jet because he couldn't quite finish it. He nailed it. He absolutely nailed it. That's probably the best jackhammer he's done, like Rob said, in years. It's the best jackhammer he's ever done. That doesn't save this match. It's still shit. Goldberg needs to go away. I am sick and tired of that son of a bitch stealing people's spot. Give that spot to someone else. Goldberg, if you really need this money, what the fuck have you been doing with your money? Go away.
Nope.
I get Vince has a hard on for you.
That's what
but
you're
I'm
wrong.
sorry. You gotta go. You've got to go.
Nope.
Was this the best match Goldberg has had recently? Yeah. But that doesn't say a whole lot, considering most of his matches were in the fucking toilet anyway. So it wasn't a whole lot difficult for him to get better than the toilet. He's now at the rim of the toilet. Congratulations, you've reached the rim of the toilet, which is about your average with me. I'm sorry. This is the same shit Goldberg I have seen for fucking decades.
You've never seen him spear anybody off the top of a ramp. You've never seen him.
Yes, I have. Oh, yes, I have. Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Send me the video.
I'll send you the video.
Send me the video.
I'll send you the video. I'll look for it on YouTube. I'll look for it on YouTube.
Right.
I know exactly when it happened. So I'll look. This match was just stupid. It just sucked. It was pathetic. I didn't need to watch it. And it went just like I thought it would go. It was dumb. It was predictable for me. Yes, I predicted Goldberg would win, but that's an obvious. He's got to win this to blow it off. Bobby, I'm glad they at least showed him walking away so they didn't destroy his character, because
you don't like him either.
I don't. I don't like his character, but that would have destroyed it had they just not shown him at least walking away. That would have destroyed it. Getting destroyed like that by a part-timer and you don't show him leaving on his own power, it would have destroyed it. And those two bitch niggas showing up, I'm sorry. This was just stupid. I hated this match. This was the fucking worst match of the night, and I knew it would be. So goodbye. I'm done. Goldberg sucks. Fuck it.
Well, here's one thing I didn't mention. I liked it that Gage didn't come out. Initially, I thought Gage would get involved in the match, and I'm glad they didn't play that card.
That I agree with. That would have been dumb.
But here's my thing. I don't have a problem with anybody on this show not liking somebody, not wanting to give them a grade, whatever. But my thing is this. We do a grading system for a reason. There are matches that are worse than others. So my problem is that you're saying, I can see you saying the match with Goldberg and Bray Wyatt, F. Goldberg, Undertaker, F, because they were. But then you have this match that is leaps and bounds, leagues above those matches, and you're still giving it an F just because you don't like somebody. That's my only issue.
Told you time and time again, there is a match that Goldberg had that I will not give an F. But you have not done that one. That ain't on me.
That's irrelevant. That is irrelevant to what I'm saying right now.
You would be shocked what I would give that match.
Okay. That's all good and well. The point I'm making is your grading is not, it doesn't line up, is what I'm saying.
For me, it does. It's a shit.
To me, it seems personal. It seems personal. You had said that you didn't need to watch the match. And you know what? You didn't. Because we already knew what you were going to give it anyway. So why did you watch it?
Just because somebody's name at the time. I could have gave the Hell in a Cell match because I don't like the Seth Rollins character. I could have gave that some GFY. Just because I did say like him.
You did notice I did say that was the worst of the three.
That doesn't matter. My point is, I just don't think the way I can see you saying, it was some bullshit, or at least gave us some bullshit because it was, I don't like Goldberg or whatever, what have you. But it's better than him versus Bray. It was better than him versus Taker. It was better than him versus
Never saw
Ziggler.
Those two.
Let me finish. Yeah. It was better than those. And the thing about it is anything else we would grade, you would have a difference and you would give that logic behind it. Well, it was better than this, so I can't give it that. But because the name Goldberg's in the title, you won't do that. That's
better than Ziggler. How long did that match last? What was that? How long did that match last?
You're still missing my point.
You said Ziggler. How long did that match last?
Here's my thing, is that y'all know how much I hate the cinematic matches, right? Hate them. But I have not given them all Fs. I've actually been kind to a couple of them because I'm objective. I'm not just because I hate cinematic matches doesn't mean it's an automatic F. I'm objective based on what I see, what I watch.
Right. You have given better grades to those. So
I told you there's a Goldberg match that you'd be shocked at the grade I'd give it.
You keep saying that, but that's still not being objective.
Then do it. You know what it is. I know you know what it is. I know you know what it is.
Right now, we're talking about Crown Jewel.
If I hated him that much, I wouldn't even give him a good grade on that match.
You do hate him that much.
I hate him immensely, but he's not the one I hate the most.
I mean, you hate him as if he shot your fucking dog. I don't understand.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
yes,
hate
you
him as a
do.
human. No, I don't. I do not hate him as a. There is only one wrestler that I can think of off the top of my head that I hate as a human being, and that's Hulk Hogan, not Goldberg. I've said on this show, look it up. I have said I don't hate him as a person.
Okay,
I do not.
Person,
Hogan, I hate as a human being. He can fucking die for all I care. That's just the truth. I don't care.
We'll give you
about
that.
Hogan.
Talking over the character, though, it doesn't matter because his name is on the match. You're going to give it an F. Just like
that's not true.
Just like
that's not true.
I know.
I told you the match.
It is true.
I told
you know how I know it's true.
The match. There's a match that I told you. I told you
there's
there's a match that I wouldn't give him an F.
You know how I know it's true. You know how I know.
Go ahead, hide your face, Rob.
Fact.
I just want to move on. I mean, I just want to move on, but that's fine.
Because I know for a fact what you gave the main event because of one thing. So we're gonna move on because we got to get to the rest of the card.
I just said it. Just move on.
Finn Balor versus Xavier Woods for the King of the Ring, and you know this is a tough one because I like Finn Balor. I really do. I mean, I love Finn Balor. To be honest with you, I think he's vastly underutilized, and I agree with the good brother, the Inside Man, that they should have used his NXT persona on the main card, and I hate that they didn't because it really worked. But Vince is that whole, you gotta smile when you walk out. Make sure you smile. You know, he's telling Rhea Ripley, hey Rhea, you're this dark character, and you got tattoos and you wear spikes on your shoulders. But hey,
it sucks.
When you walk out there, make sure you smiling.
They've ruined Rhea.
What?
They've ruined her. They have absolutely ruined her.
So, but I also said that Xavier Woods was the perfect person to win this. Like Rob has said, Rob being the historian with King of the Ring, it's a heel thing. And I don't think you could really term Finn Balor heel from that. Not from the King of the Ring. You could do a heel Balor character like he was in NXT. But unless you're going to do the Demon King and he was going to be the demon more often than he was going to be Finn Balor, it wouldn't work. So, and I think they had to give Xavier something because you got Kofi Kingston had WWE Championship won at a WrestleMania. You got Big E right now, who's the WWE champion and doing a great job. And then you got Xavier Woods, who everybody has kind of been like, yeah, we like Kofi. Kofi been around for a minute. Big E's the next big thing. Everybody can kind of agree on that. Woods, yeah, he's he cool. Woods is cool, you know, yeah. That's kind of thing, right? You know, Woods is kind of like, you know, you got that one female friend with, you know, she's the cute one out of the three, and you got the other two. And you're like, wow. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right.
Wow.
But I think Woods, the point I'm making is Woods, I think, was going to run with this and do more creative things with this than Finn Balor would. So I think it was the right decision. I thought the match was actually pretty damn good. As far as elbow drops go, that was pretty damn good. It was pretty damn good. I don't know if it's quite Macho Man, but
not even close. Not even close.
I knew I would hit a nerve with that, but
not even close.
But to be able to go from turnbuckle to walking the ropes and hitting it flush, I thought it was pretty good. It's damn sure better than CM Punk elbow. How about that?
That doesn't take much.
Still, TV quality, and I think the right man won. I'm giving TV quality. That's why I feel like it was. Still, most of these matches I haven't given the middle of the road yet. So I'm still enjoying the show. And I'm glad Xavier won. It still hurts, though, because I hate seeing Finn get beat. But I thought Xavier should have won. So that's kind of where I'm at. Book, what'd you think?
Oh, boy.
Oh, damn. Again?
What do you think I graded this?
No, I mean, I expected it with. Well, I only expected it with 1, to be honest with you. But
No. You expected it with this too. You know you did.
No, I didn't. No,
you didn't. What about you, Rob?
This one.
What about you, Rob?
I thought maybe you might. I thought you might go some bullshit. I didn't know you'd go F.
Guess what? Pay-per-view worthy. Fooled you both. Don't ever say you don't know me again like that. Don't ever say that. I actually think this was a good match. If I was to actually say that there's a runner-up for match of the night, I'd say it's this. So there you go. I actually thought this was a good match. I hate that dumb elbow. I do. I just think it's stupid. But this was a good match. The only problem I have with it is, again, you bury Finn Balor. And I'm sick of Finn Balor getting buried. I'm just sick of it. It just pisses me off that you bury him to that fucking clown. So, but the match itself was actually a very good match. I would actually watch that match again. I would hate the ending, but it was actually a very good match. I hate Xavier Woods, the character. I think it fucking sucks, but he's a good wrestler. He's a very good wrestler. I've never said that he's not a good wrestler. He's very impressive in the ring. He's very polished in that ring. So I give him all the props in the world with that. His gimmick fucking sucks. And the New Day fucking sucks. But he is a very good wrestler. I wish Finn Balor would have won, because I'm sick and tired of him being a joke. And after what happened to him last time, with one of the worst endings I've ever seen in my life, with the friggin' humping the floor and the buckle falling apart, it was horrific. To them now lose to this friggin' clown. I feel bad for Finn Balor. I hope somewhere down the line they make this up for Finn, because he's so damn talented. He doesn't deserve it. He's so talented. But it does make sense to give it to Xavier, even though I picked Finn, which I'm sure y'all are not shocked by that. But I love Finn Balor. But this was a very good match. This is one of those matches that it wouldn't hurt me to watch again until I saw the ending. But this was a very good match. This to me was the second best match of the night. So runner up. So pay-per-view worthy. It was a very good match.
All right. Well, like you both, I'm disappointed in the way Finn has been booked lately. But I said on the prediction show, I did not want him to win this match because I thought it was beneath Finn. Finn is better than running around with a crown and a cape on and a scepter pretending to be a king. He's better than that. This is a match I didn't want him to win. I don't think that elevates him. I think it lowers him. All right, because the King of the Ring is just kind of it doesn't mean anything. It's not a title. It's just a silly little goofy thing just to elevate a wrestler. So they elevated Xavier, and I think he could use it more. But to me, it wouldn't have elevated Finn. It would have lowered him. So I'm glad he didn't win, but I'm hoping that they get him back to the level where he used to be. I mean, this guy was the first Universal Champion. People forget that because WWE has done such a lousy job of booking him ever since he shortly was injured after that. This match itself, though, it was pretty good. I'm going to go high TV quality, though. It didn't quite make it to pay-per-view worthy, but Woods, look, I like the elbow. I think what he does is pretty unique. Jumping from the rope, he can get some airtime on that elbow. It is pretty impressive. To me, his in-ring work has improved. I'm happy for Woods because Kofi was already established before the New Day. Big E has become established since the New Day. Xavier was the one who started the New Day. It was his idea, and he was kind of the one falling through the cracks. But now by winning here, I think it will work for him, whether he does it as a face or as a heel. He's a guy who can make it work. It wasn't right for Finn. So I'm glad he didn't win it, but let's get Finn back to being the Finn Balor that he used to be. Start booking him properly. He's too talented to let him fall by the wayside like they've been doing lately.
Yep. Agreed. Hopefully they do something with him, and I don't know what to do with him at this point. But he's on Raw now. I think him and Big E would probably be a good feud. They can go there next. But then
did I shock you with that grade?
He'd be beating Big E. I thought that's what you should have done the first time, but you out here playing games and trolling. But we gonna move on.
Not playing games. This was a very good match. It was a good match.
Well, I'm finally at my 1B, and I might be in the minority. I don't care.
I said the same thing.
No. The next match. Rob mentioned that this could possibly be a show steal, and I think it did. I think it lived up 1,000%. Big E versus Drew McIntyre. This was fantastic. I thought this was better than I thought. I went in with like average expectations, and they just blew the doors off from me. Now, will I really reference this match a year from now? Probably not. But for it to be crown jewel, and for it to be the first time that we see Big E go up against Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, we saw Big E kick out of a Claymore. Why is that a big deal? Because the only other person I can think of, only two people I can think of that kicked out of a Claymore is Brock Lesnar and I think Roman Reigns. But with Roman, I think it may have been he got Claymored and the ref wasn't around. So I don't even know if he kicked out. So Brock Lesnar is the only one for sure I can say. So that's a huge deal for Big E to kick out of that. It took two big endings. I just thought they had fantastic chemistry. Better chemistry than I thought they could. Two big guys without a stipulation that showed that they could truly go. And I think the respect was there too. And the way he caught and manipulated Drew McIntyre's body to catch that second big ending was great. Big E, as far as the championship run goes, I like it, but I gotta agree with Rob. I just wish he would be a little more serious, because you are a WWE champion. I think you should be a little more arrogant. You're the champ. Don't smell your own shit.
He was doing that at the end. At the end, he was, when he was talking all that smack, he was being a little arrogant.
But we could use a little more of that though. Like, dude, you are the guy now. Like, act like it. Act like your shit don't stink. You the guy. I mean, we just talked about it. He was at the Iowa Hawkeyes game, and then the same day he was at the Deontay Wilder fight, introducing both men. I mean, it doesn't really get any bigger than that. I mean, you're not just a WWE champion. Your face is everywhere now in mainstream, and you're working on becoming a household name. But anyway, this match was superb in my opinion. I did not expect to get that. This was awesome. This pay-per-view has been awesome. I mean, the worst match to me was the Queen's Crown. And that was even decent. But this was way better than I expected. Way better. Rob, what'd you think?
I'm in agreement. Like you, first about Big E, I've said this. I wish he would, like you said, be a little more serious and get rid of the gear that says New Day. Okay, man, you're the champ now. You're Big E now. Get some new gear that says New Day, or that doesn't say New Day. Separate yourself. And then the theme song, dude, you got to upgrade that somehow. I don't pop when I hear, hey, well, y'all want to go big, then say that. I don't pop when I hear that.
I agree. I don't like it. Like it.
But the match, both of these guys, man, I just had a feeling, man. We know both of these are big guys, but they don't just do big guy moves. These are guys who are agile, who are flexible, who can do things that some of the smaller guys do. And we saw some of that. And man, it made for a very, very entertaining match. I like both guys. I knew Big E would win, but this is one of those matches where both guys, to me, come out looking strong. There's no losers here because you guys laid it all out there. You put on a good show. And for me, yeah, man, this crept right into superb. I wouldn't say it was as good as Seth and Edge, but it definitely was the second match of the night, and not by that long of a distance. It was close, but just didn't get to Edge and Seth level, but superb for me. I think you're up, Book.
Agree.
Okay. I've been made fun of a little bit because I love Drew McIntyre. And he's quickly climbing is one of my favorites. I love Drew McIntyre. So some people who listen to the show who know I despise the New Day are wondering, is this going to get drank again? No, it's not. Do I think this was superb? Fuck no. But I will give it pay-per-view worthy, but not high pay-per-view worthy. Just pay-per-view worthy, not a slam on it. It was a good match. The problem with it was this night proved again, this was a glorified house show. Again, a belt doesn't change hands. Plus, it's Big E's first title defense. The problem with when a wrestler gets the belt and they first defend it, there's certain ones they ain't going to lose it. So it's hard for me to get invested when I just know you're not going to drop this yet. Not yet. And Drew, he's made it a career now lately the last year of losing these matches. So he's going to lose it. So this was a good match. It's just that the problem was emotionally on a certain level, I couldn't get invested because I know there's no way they're going to drop the belt off Big E because it's his first defense essentially. And Drew, he's just keeps losing. Plus, this is a glorified house show, so he's not going to lose the belt there as well. But this was a good showing by both wrestlers. I've always been impressed with Drew. For such a big guy, the things that he is able to do in that ring is so damn impressive. And the same thing with Big E. The things he's able to do in that ring is so impressive. I've said before, he's the one who was clearly going to break out of the New Day. He's going to be the superstar. Like Rob said, though, damn it, you need to separate yourself a little bit, man. That music friggin' sucks. And you need to change the tights a little bit, just something to separate yourself from the New Day. Because all I see is still the New Day. You have got to separate yourself. Maybe with Xavier winning King, he can go that heel route and just start to create a little bit of a sliver in there to create a separation. But this was a good match, though. This was a very good match. I give it pay-per-view worthy, not high, not low, just pay-per-view worthy.
Well, I like your grade, but I do disagree that I think this card got thrown out as far as being a glorified house show. Find me a house show that had a Hell in a Cell match on it. That's all I got to say. And one of that caliber at that. Just because, there are pay-per-views that don't have this many good matches.
I've seen a cage match at a house show.
Okay. You're missing my point again. The point I'm making is there have been pay-per-views this year alone. There have been pay-per-views that didn't have this many good ratings. SummerSlam.
Change hands?
Why does it have to change hands to be a good match? To be relevant?
Because that's a house show. That's a house show. Belts don't change hands.
No.
Except for Diesel.
There's been WrestleManias where they didn't. There have been WrestleManias where the titles never change hands. None of them did.
This was a house show.
Hey,
this was a house show.
And I've been to house shows where the titles did change hands. It's rare, but I have been to one where a title did change hands at a house show.
Think of the word you just said in there. Rare. This was a house show.
No, it was not.
This was a house show.
No,
this was a house show.
It was.
This was a house show.
A house show doesn't have pyro.
No, SummerSlam was a shit show.
Okay, this
Okay,
was
well,
better
that's
than
fair.
SummerSlam.
This was, to me, this is the
That
best
was a
pay-per-view
shit show.
WWE.
Best WWE show they put on all year.
It is by far to me.
By far.
I have to think
Not even
about the
close.
Better
other
than
shows.
Mania.
Yeah, better than Mania. Definitely. All right. We got the triple threat women's SmackDown championship match. Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, and Bianca Belair. Very interested to see what people think about this, because I
Uh-oh.
I don't want to go first. I don't. I'm gonna.
No, I'm curious now.
Right.
No,
I don't.
No, I'm going to jump in.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was very entertained by this match. I didn't know if all three of these ladies could work well together. I thought it could get a little crowded and convoluted. It happens sometimes. And I was worried about Bianca, even though I think Bianca has really come up as a competitor. I still think she's just not. Look, it's Becky and it's Sasha. They've been on the roster longer. They've been doing this longer. They're pros at this. I wasn't sure Bianca could hold her own, but I thought she did. I really enjoyed this match. There was one thing. Bianca did something. I think Sasha was pulling at her braid. She yanked the braid and Sasha flipped completely over. I thought that was just a pretty clever thing. I don't know who came up with that, whether it was her or Bianca or Sasha, or if they both just said, hey, what do you think of this spot, and came up with it together. But I thought that was clever. There were times when I thought either one of these ladies was going to win, but at the last second, that third opponent came in and stopped the count. I was hanging on this match. And look, so I'm going to put myself out there. I thought this one, look, it wasn't to the level of Biggie and Drew or to Edge, but I thought this crept. Look, I'm going to go high pay-per-view worthy. Very close to superb for me, though. I really enjoyed this match.
Oh, me. Okay. Thankfully, I'm glad I got this match right. I did say that Becky would win. I'm glad she won. But I also said that this would be the weirdest match. And this was weird. There was something going on that just didn't. I don't know what it was. It just did not gel 100% of the time. And at times it kind of made me laugh. And it was bordering on some bullshit. It bordered on TV quality. It was bordering. It sometimes crept a little bit into middle of the road. But at the end of the day, I don't know what it was about this match. Maybe it was the crowd at times. I'm sorry, this was some bullshit. I tried to get into this match because I think that this is a match that should be damn good. But it was weird at times. Becky, she still hasn't gotten to full potential back yet. There's moments in this match that it was ugly. Sasha, 100%. Sasha was the best wrestler in that ring, 100 to me. Bianca, she has improved. There were some things she did in this match that greatly impressed me. So she's climbing up, which she needs to do. But Becky, to me, if there was somebody who should not get paid for a match, I hate to say it because I love Becky. Damn it, Becky, you don't need to be paid tonight. You looked horrible at times at this match, and I hate saying it. And you're the reason, unfortunately, that this was some bullshit. I'm glad you won, but I'm a little angry because I expected more, because you can go, Sasha can go, and I think with the two of you, you can get Bianca to go, but Bianca was better than you. So I'm a little, it was weird, and I knew it would be weird. I don't know what happened out there, but unfortunately, this was some bullshit, and it kind of upset me.
Yeah. First, I want to start by saying I do disagree. I thought that Bianca Belair, hands down, was the best wrestler in the match. She held Sasha Banks up with one fucking hand. I don't care who you are.
With Sasha helping as well. That was teamwork. That was teamwork. That was both of them. I watched that back today. That was both of them. She had her with two hands, and she just let go. That was
where
it. Was Sasha's hand? She's holding herself up.
No, she was not.
That was both.
No,
that was both. That was both.
No,
that was both. That was both.
No,
that was.
Go back and watch it. Go back.
I did. I watched it today. It was both of them.
Well, then your glasses don't work. So, but I do agree. This was some bullshit. They missed the mark on this shit so bad.
Thank you. It was weird.
It was weird. I mean, there were parts in the match I'm just like, what the fuck was Sasha doing? Like when they were like Bianca and Becky were having an exchange, and Sasha just went and laid on top of
laid on.
What are you doing?
What about the leap when she was on the ground on her back? Yeah, kind of looking up. That was weird.
What really are you doing right now?
What were you doing? And she just kind of got kicked, but she acted like she got hit by a chair.
And there was just a lot of just bad communication. I agree that Becky is not quite back to where she should be. I'm not saying she should be. She had a child. I get it. She's been away a long time. But at the end of the day, I'm grading the match based on what I saw, and I watched the shit twice to make sure. Yes, that spot with Bianca was great. And there may have been one or two other spots in the match that were okay. But totality-wise, as far as stacking up against the rest of this show, yeah, this was definitely some bullshit.
Yes.
Sorry. I
have to go back and watch this one. I have to go back and watch it because I saw a different match.
I did the same thing that DaReal Big E did. I rewatched that match because I'm like, this can't be
I thought I had to be wrong. I'm like, these three
exactly.
I had to be wrong. Like, no, I'm seeing the same mistakes.
It was bullshit.
I'm seeing the same miscommunications, and I'm sorry that when it really took me out of the match when Sasha just laid on top of those two women. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you?
Doing? Toward the end, yeah, that was bad.
I think it was like the mid or middle of the match or the beginning when she just lays on top.
When she flopped over.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
I gotta see it again.
It looked it looked choreographed as hell. It looked like they ran through that match 10 times before they went live, and they looked like they just were going through the motions.
I said it before, glorified practice session.
This one, yes. This one, I ain't got nothing. Nah.
It was ugly. Nah. It pissed me off.
This one didn't hit. And it made me think, weird. Like, is it just doomed that if Becky Lynch is in a triple threat match and it's on a big stage, it's just not going to be good?
I can't go there with you.
So did you think that this was worse than the Mania match?
No, I thought this was better than the Mania match because I thought the Mania match was an F. That was a failure.
Oh fuck no!
Yes,
okay. I named that as one of my on the countdown that we were all on. I named that as part of it. I do agree was out of respect because it was about time that the women got to that point, but it was a bit of a letdown. It was a letdown. It should have been better.
Yeah.
But it was better than this.
Well,
it was better than this.
It's debatable. Apples and oranges. Either way, I didn't think this was a good match. So that's
this should have been on AEW.
Well, the AEW, they're coming up. The women's division is coming up.
Not that Rampage.
Well,
and she's facing Dr. Britt Baker now.
All right, main event time. Roman Reigns
here we go.
versus Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman. Is he the advocate or is he the advisor? What is he? We don't know. That's the main part of the storyline, right? And I like his promo at the beginning of the night. Like, you think he's slick. But it would have been better if they just let him cut that promo and never mention it again. But WWE being WWE, they got to mention it 10 fucking times throughout the night, just beating you over the head with it. Did you catch it?
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said?
We all have brains. We heard it.
We heard it. We heard it.
Yeah. So I like, though, he did it again. Paul Heyman, I swear, he did it again in this match. And the match is, it's typical Lesnar, Roman. I did like that Roman finally was able to counter the suplex, and it wasn't Suplex City for once. But we all know the highlight of the match was when Paul Heyman throws the belt in the ring, and both men are perfectly spread apart, and he throws it in the middle between them. I mean,
that's Weasel Heyman. That's a Weasel Heyman.
You know what to do.
And he says, "You know what to do."
Yeah, that's perfect Weasel. That is
like, Bobby
Heenan-esque right there.
Who is he talking to? Because it looked like he was talking to Lesnar, but when I looked at it, no, he threw that belt right in the middle.
Perfect throw.
He did that perfectly. If he doesn't do that perfectly,
he messes the
whole thing up.
Paul Heyman, let's just be honest with Paul. He is a friggin' genius. He's so damn good at what he does and stuff like that. He sold it right at the beginning when he said, "I will walk out with the Universal Champion." And he cut it out right there. So he was selling it right at the beginning. He's just a genius. I love Paul Heyman.
It's a callback, though, because remember, WrestleMania 31. How did they go off the air on Raw? Tug of war. Tug of war here again with the Universal Championship. But it was a decent callback. I like that. At the end of the day, though, I gotta agree. I gotta kind of submit to the fact that I was just waiting. Waiting on the Usos. Come out and kick Brock's head off, because let's not forget, this match went from being no disqualification on the kickoff to being not no disqualification on the same kickoff show within a matter of 5 minutes. What the fuck? You don't know what you want to do. Plain and simple, okay? And I don't know, man. I just this was still fun. It was still a fun match, but it wasn't what it could have been. I feel like they're obviously gonna do this again. This is obviously gonna be a Survivor Series. But I guess it's just weird seeing Brock Lesnar as a babyface and being left laying, and he's coming for revenge. I didn't get to catch SmackDown tonight, but I did see that he kept his word. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know what he did.
They screwed Brock Lesnar out of winning the championship, and that's how you keep him looking strong. Roman's still the champ. He's not gonna lose. He's not gonna have this guy, first time heel Roman as champ for over a year. He's not gonna lose in Saudi Arabia. But I thought that what they did was pretty good. They gave us enough. It was a good match. But at the end of the day, we all know the Usos were going to get involved. We knew that there were going to be shenanigans with Heyman. And it wasn't going to be a clean win on either side. So at the end of the day, it's still pay-per-view worthy to me because of the circumstances and because of who's in the match. And the match was still pretty good. We got the F5s, we got the spears, we got everything we wanted. We got the storyline with Heyman throwing the belt. I mean, that's genius. That alone is pay-per-view worthy right there. That's just genius. But I do admit though, the grade could be higher if you just kept it between those two. I get it. It's a bloodline. It's a faction. Yes. But there were times, and there have been times that Roman has won on his own. There were times when Triple H didn't need Evolution. There was times, I'm sure, back in the day when Ric Flair didn't need the Four Horsemen. You got to have times where you don't rely on your backup. There were times when Bobby Lashley didn't need the Hurt Business. So, Shawn Michaels didn't need DX.
Most of the time, Bobby didn't need the Hurt Business.
Well, yeah, he ended up.
He did. What time did they help him?
Well, they did. They did with the U.S. Championship. They did, but with the WWE Championship, not so much.
They never were involved.
They were. With the U.S. title, they were.
No, I mean the world. I mean the WWE title.
Yeah, once he got WWE title, he was like, nah.
They were never involved.
But really, realistically, Bobby Lashley only really needed MVP. So
MVP was definitely involved, but he's the manager. You expect that.
MVP is great. He's still great to me. Always will be. But yeah, I guess it's pay-per-view worthy. Roman, Brock. We'll see it again, but it's a different dynamic now. I like babyface Brock. The crowd popped huge for him, like huge. They really were excited to see Brock Lesnar. And I know that book this isn't what you wanted to see, and you weren't looking forward to this match at all. But let's go with the veggies first. Go ahead, sir. What did you think?
What, me or Rob?
The veggies.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, he said veggie. I was like, yeah. Okay. Well, let's start with Roman entrance. It was 4 minutes and 47 seconds. I'm sorry, that entrance is brutal. I mean, it's just, dude, just get to the friggin' ring. 4 minutes and 47 seconds. It's killing me. Just get to the ring. This is worse than Hogan at times. So that was bad. The match itself, Brock, this was the first time seeing Brock without the shirt on, obviously. Holy shit. Brock he's already a scary human being, but damn it, he has gotten cut. Brock is a scary human being. He is slim.
He looks scary. That's all. He looks scary.
You can see it in his face. You can just see it. Dude is just scary cut now. He's the only human being that can walk around with that haircut and get away with it. Anybody else has that haircut, you're making fun of him. Good luck making fun of him with it. I ain't gonna do it.
Brian Danielson. Sorry.
I'd make fun of him with it. I don't give a damn. But as far as this match, it's kind of hard to get invested in this match because I already said this is a glorified house show. So and it's Roman Reigns. He ain't gonna lose. He just is not gonna lose, not even to Brock at this night. The match itself was going actually pretty good. And I love Paul Heyman throwing that belt right there in the middle of the ring. He threw it perfectly, right dead center. That was perfect. And the whole time he doesn't have a facial reaction to nothing. Then right before he throws that belt, you see him battling with it. And he says, you know what to do. So he sold this so perfectly. This match going good. And then those fucking cocksuckers, the Usos. The problem is, they're coming. They're coming. So it doesn't matter what happens before, they're coming. And at the end of the day, those little cocksuckers had to show up, and those little cocksuckers just had to do it. And they just had to show up.
I said it earlier.
I'm sorry, those little cocksuckers.
I said it earlier.
Oh, that's 4.
I'm sorry. No, it's 3.
It's 4.
I'm
looking at the empty bottles. It's 3.
Queen's Crown, Goldberg, and this. So it's 3.
No, I was counting the cocksuckers, not the Fs.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what they are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Man.
That's what they have become at this point. They are Roman's little cocksuckers. That's just what they are.
This podcast just.
I'm sorry. This is an F, plain and simple. And
Rob, you think this is bad? I mean, I listen to a lot of podcasts. They say way worse shit than we do.
Yeah, there's far worse than this. There's far worse than
We're
this.
PG compared to some of the shit.
This isn't that bad.
Yeah.
I want to love Roman Reigns because I've been begging for him to be a heel because Vince was screwing him by making him a face. He doesn't need the Usos to help him out. And you said it yourself, Eric. Ric Flair didn't always have the Horsemen. Triple H didn't always have Evolution helping him out. Yes, they helped him out at times, but there's a lot of times he's doing it on his own. Now, he may be cheating in there, and Ric Flair may have gotten involved, but he's the manager. You expect it. This, you just always expect the Usos to show up. You're just waiting for it. And when, unfortunately, as soon as Heyman threw the belt, I'm like, that was brilliant. Unfortunately, that is the cue for the Usos to show up, and they're going to show up and do some bullshit. And they showed up and did, a super kick thing, trying to be the Young Bucks. You're not the Young Bucks. And match ends, and it was bullshit. I'm sorry. This is a fucking F. I'm sorry. I'm just so sick of the Usos. And I love the Usos, but God damn it. Do you have to be Roman's dick suckers? I'm sorry. It's just so pathetic. I don't care. It's too much. It's too much. It's just too much.
I disagree.
It's too much.
I got Triple H vibes out of this. All I did say that there are times, and I do agree, maybe it's a little too heavy-handed. Whereas they get involved too much. I mean, it's been kind of for the last year that Jay's been getting involved with Roman's matches. So I concede that. I do.
It's too much. It's too much.
I still, I guess it's just because I've wanted this heel Roman character for so long. I just feel like it's just working so well. But
I get it.
At the same time, I do see the point of, come on, man. Again.
In fact, since it's two Usos.
Oh, shit.
Since it's two of them, I might as well have two shots for him.
Oh, boy. Well, all right. Well, that was Crown Jewel. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all were entertained.
Well, what about Rob?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Don't forget Rob.
I
got your back, bro.
I got your back, bro. And all that fracas, I thought he had,
No, I got your back, Rob. I got your back, bro.
I'll make it quick. First of all, I'm really enjoying this storyline. I think we criticize WWE for their writing, but this is something, I don't know who the writer is, but what they're doing, and it helps when you have Paul Heyman as the star of it. It's brilliant. Now, the match, just from a wrestling standpoint, I really enjoyed it. Roman and Brock always work good together. I think I've enjoyed most of their matches that they've had together. This one was no different. There are a couple of other big guys who can really get things done. Brock can still do that thing where he walks down to the ring and then he jumps up on the apron, just leaps up there. And then during the match, he did this huge leapfrog as Roman was coming in for a spear. Just what a freak athlete. Now the Usos. Okay. We talked about Heyman perfectly throwing in the belt in between the two of them, and then they're wrestling with it. So the only reason, I don't want to say I'm giving it a pass, but when we're doing the prediction show, what I was worried is that this match would not have a finish, that we wouldn't have a 3 count, but we did. But you had to do it in a way where it still doesn't make whoever loses look weak, or you still want there to be intrigue with this feud. So they're tugging at the belt. If either one of them gets the belt and hits the other, then everybody thinks, oh, okay, well, Paul Heyman's with Brock, or Paul Heyman's with Roman. You know what I mean? Whichever one lands the belt shot and wins, then everybody says, oh, Heyman's with that guy. Well, they couldn't do that because they're trying to continue the storyline. So What do? They bring out the Usos to help Roman pin Brock. It makes Roman look like the heel that he is. It makes Brock still look strong because he didn't lose fairly. And this brilliant storyline that we all agree is a brilliant storyline continues. That's the only reason I'll give it a pass. I'm going to go pay-per-view worthy. I would have rather not seen the Usos at all. But in this instance, I'm trying to think of how could you have done the match otherwise and still leave us intrigued by the storyline if you don't have Roman win that way. Still leaving the question open, who is Heyman with?
Yeah, I agree. But I guess I just want to be, I guess we'll get it down the line maybe where Roman beats Brock clean. But at this point, I don't think, not to hedge my bets, but I don't think Roman's going to beat Brock again.
Brock has owned Roman.
You think they're going to So you think they're going to rematch?
Based on SmackDown
or Mania or something?
Based on SmackDown, they're going to run this back Survivor Series. That's a done deal.
No. They can't run it back. They can't run it back Survivor Series. They can't run it back Survivor Series.
How come?
Brock and Roman?
Yeah.
Roman's
I think that's too soon.
Big E. Roman's taking on Big E.
They can look forward to that shit.
That's a good point. I forgot about that. It's SmackDown Raw. It's Roman versus Big E.
And here's another thing.
There are no rules in WWE. They can figure that shit out.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Did anybody watch? Hold on. Did anybody watch SmackDown?
No.
I did. Brock, for his actions at the beginning of SmackDown, was suspended indefinitely.
Here's the thing. I think story-wise, it would be far more interesting to make Big E beat Roman. And it'd be the first time Roman's lost. He's got to lose eventually. Not lose the belt.
He does.
Just lose.
He does.
Just lose.
I agree.
And that would speak volumes. Just have him lose.
Yeah. See, this is the shit. He's suspended because he did the violence that we promote on the show.
Well, I didn't know that happened.
I didn't either. So the fact that's so fucking stupid.
No, man, it's a way to drag out the storyline. We already knew
I know
they weren't going to fight it at Survivor Series, so now maybe we get it at I don't know
Rumble.
what the December. Yeah, I don't know what the December pay-per-view is.
I think Royal Rumble is a good point to do it. If they're not gonna, if you're not gonna put Big E versus Roman at the Survivor Series, which is where you should friggin' do it, and have Big E beat him, because it makes Roman look mortal. Because God damn it, when's the last time he lost? You need to have that character look mortal. It's been too long.
TLC is in Chicago, by the way.
All right, well, before we get off here, I have to get a verdict from the women in my house.
The what? Oh, no.
To get a verdict.
About what?
Oh, shit. Did I spill something? Did you see Halloween Kills?
Oh, God.
Did you watch it?
Man.
You didn't watch it.
We're still recording?
Yes.
Say it again.
I got bored and stopped watching.
You got bored and stopped watching it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, stop.
Okay. That was my sister-in-law.
It's aimed at me. Whatever.
Wife.
Yeah.
What was your verdict on Halloween Kills?
I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, see?
You didn't like the end? Okay. I'll give you that.
Why? This is going to be an interesting podcast to listen back to. I'm not sure I will, but we'll see.
What you mean you're not sure you will? You got to.
I don't know, man.
This just pushes more.
This
the
one felt
debate
rough.
episode. The
Yeah, this one
debate
felt
episode
rough.
needs to happen. And evidently
it
it has to involve Goldberg. So
that's you and Eric's thing. I am not going to be on that. If y'all do that, I am not going to be on that show. That's you guys' thing.
Evidently, it's Goldberg because I'm the evil prick. Evidently,
not doing it, but nope.
It's all right. I love this. I love that we disagree.
I do too.
I love it.
And I don't really get mad. I just want to.
It's his job, Danny.
Thank y'all for watching. We'll get y'all the next
All right, I'm out of here, guys.
I love it. I love this show. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, Rob. Oh, God, everybody left. Good.